Welcome to Wilameana's World podcast, where culture, music, hot topics, business, and beyond collide. I'm your host, Wilameana Jones, inviting you to join me on this journey. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay in the loop with our latest episode releases. Hey, what's good? It's your girl, Wilameana Jones, checking in for another exclusive interview right here on Wilameana's World. And I have a special guest in the biddy that I cannot wait to speak to. Please introduce yourselves to the people that don't know you.
For those that's tuned in to Wilameana's World, it's a blessing to be here. This Cleanface, the real the one that really care about you, the one that's really been in the trenches, the one that will fight for you, man. This is Cleanface, and God bless you.
Cleanface, thank you so much. I appreciate your time and just coming through to just, share your story with me and to just, continue to make an impact like you've been doing. I've known you, it seems like over a decade or close to it right now. And I can always say your face has been clean, and especially with me. So first of all, where did the Cleanface, the name, come from?
When I came home, I had a company called Green Cheese Management. For some reason, people thought I had so much money when I went to prison. They said, "Oh, I know that old cheese you got done got rotten." So I said, "Oh, so what does rotten cheese look like?" It's called green cheese. And I started a booking agency while interning at Slip and Slide. And my business partner was doing deals behind my back that made my face not be so clean. And he was actually the godfather of my son, so his word wasn't bond, the business wasn't correct. So when I broke off, I said, you know what? I'm gonna rebrand myself, start from scratch, and it's gonna be called Cleanface. 'Cause now I'm in control, and I'm gonna dictate the moves that make sure that everything's done with honor, respect, and morals.
Absolutely, absolutely. So tell me about your story, how you started. You just said, that was after you came out of prison. So a lot of people might not know how you got your start before you got into the music industry.
It started almost like by mistake. I didn't even know I was in the music business. I was just a friend of JT Money. In the neighborhood that I stayed in Carrot City, it was a little area called Norwood or Norland. JT Money he was the best rapper in high school, and he lost his notepad with all his rhymes in it. And we used to run away from home with one another. If I be bad at my house, I can go hide in his basement. He be bad, get kicked out, he can come stay and hide in my house from his parents. But when he lost his notepad, I felt like somebody was gonna find it and try to become him. So we just started going to the skating ring. At that time, Luke was a DJ, and he was the only person we knew that could give JT an opportunity. So we just kept going to the skating ring as kids. And I said, I want them to give you a shot, Jay. And somewhere down the line, the meeting happened with JT and Luke. Luke gave me an opportunity. And I didn't know I was in the music business. So the first group JT formed, it was called the Cash Money Crew. He was JT Money. We had an artist in the group called Gucci Man. Now, for those that's listening, this is 1988, 1989. Like, we was the original Cash Money Crew. We got our pants from the flea market, got our shirts from the flea market, branded ourselves as kids. And we had another, our DJ was called Madball, which ended up being a part of the Poison Clan. And then I was the LV man because I wore a whole bunch of fake Louis Vuitton. So we did like 2 shows at Studio 183, and I didn't like the mic. I didn't like the crowd. I didn't like that. I didn't feel authentic because the group was writing my rhymes for me, but I was just part of the group. So I just fell back and told them I'm gonna figure out how to get us more gigs. So by default, 88, 89, I began to just work behind the scenes because I just wanted to see JT, the Poison Clan, home team who did the song, Pick It Up, Pick It Up. All that was right in our neighborhood. And we had 3 groups in the neighborhood. We had JT Money and the Poison Clan, the home team, and if you peep, there was an emerging group called the Zoo NIGGAs, you know, that was emerging, and JT talks about that in his music sometimes.
I really literally never knew how you got your start and stuff because I just always heard like, oh, you want to play with Cleanface? He's a OG gangster, you know, he was really out here. So when did you find, because, you know, I follow you on social media and you be preaching to me, you always are, you know, giving game and speaking to the youth. So when did that transition happen where it's like, God came in your life, you became spiritual? When did that happen for you?
I lost a lot of guys along the way, you know. I look at the crew I was beefing with and then my crew. And I just got a life lesson the other day. I said, man, I really wish the youth can live to get older, because you're not going to make the same decisions. You're not going to make the same choices. You will say, it's not worth it. I'm going to let somebody go. I got a child, or I got a future, or it's not worth killing somebody over, because on this side of the beef in high school, a lot of brothers died. On my side, there was the least amount of brothers died, but the rest ended up catching life sentences and 20-year sentences. So to me, we all got took out of the game. But today, some of the same guys that we were shooting at each other, jumping on each other, we laugh with one another now because we're old enough now to know that was dumb. Jumping on each other, acting like animals, shooting at each other, shooting up each other's homes and shooting up each other's cars. Nothing that we did, that stuff, we can't even look back and remember what was worth it. Just being young and that testosterone, you just wouldn't let things go. So today I would tell the youth, I'm praying that you get older so that you would know that the decisions you're making today, you're not going to make tomorrow. You're going to look at it as childish. But you have a choice today. You can make mature decisions today and live, man. You don't have to die out here, man. I lost a lot. And only by the grace of God that bullets went around me. They went this way. I heard the bullets went this way. Left my car like Swiss cheese and I came out. But only because of the grace of God I'm here. And I'm thankful for the couple of brothers that's left out of about 40 of us. It's only about 4 maybe left.
Wow.
But we can sit around, we can kick it, we can laugh, and we really care about each other's families.
Wow. Can I get an amen?
Got to give God the glory.
Amen. Yes, that, you know, and that's why I wanted you to come through, because I feel like now a lot with the youth, they glorify the streets. And I just wanted them to be able to hear from somebody who really lived that, not just rapping, cap rapping in their songs. I'm talking about really lived that, but was able to turn your life around, and now you've been so successful in the music industry. So was it when you came out, or did you have a plan? You said, you know what, while I'm in here, when I get back out, I'm going to help get people on. How did that happen?
Well, while I was incarcerated, I did 2 things. I studied the law and studied different books, the Torah, the Quran, the Bible. And all I was looking in all those books for, I needed a man in my life. I didn't have my father. And I was looking in the book for all different men in the books and say, which man do I want to be like? You know, I wanted to mimic something. So I saw Muhammad. I love Muhammad. I saw David. I love David, a man after God's own heart. But when I saw Jesus, some guy that do miracles and love people and getting accused for something he didn't do, that I kind of resonated with Jesus as the man before I kind of knew him as a savior. And he began to speak back to me. He began to let me know, you're going to get out of this. Everything going to be all right. I'm going to take care of your family. And I had made promises to God on my first 2 times I got locked up that I didn't keep. Soon as hard times hit, boy, I got back out there in them streets. This 3rd time, I said, God, I'm going to just hold on. I ended up having millionaire friends and sleeping in a luxury car on 163rd in a little park, getting bit up by sand flies. But that was my test. I left the streets with multiple old cars and multiple homes and came home to no car and 1 home. I rode a bike from Carol City to South Beach. You know, the owner of Slip and Slide will tell you, B, what is you doing? Let me help you. I'm like, I don't want it right now. God working on me. I got to suffer a little bit because it's something that he has for me. And I'm not going to get it if I keep running from the suffering phase. So yes, a lot of this success that people may see, I'm not where I want to be. I'm working hard to get where I want to go. But suffering is attached to it. Suffering is attached to it. To be homeless without money and have kids, and you don't have to. I have good relationships with millionaires that was very upset that I ain't tell them that the money ran out. And I just had to go through it. And I just kept my commitment to God. That I don't care if I go to a strip club. My eyes are different. I don't see it the same. I don't care if I pour out my liquor. My eyes are different. My taste is different. My mind is different. I'm still going to find a way to get to you. And if my brother was here, he'll tell you, we could trap Monday through Saturday. I'm going to wake up in a church parking lot after the strip club, 6 in the morning, before church starts, 7 in the morning. He like, B, how do you time yourself to get from Tennessee, way down here to New Bedford, Georgia, way down here to Antioch? I'm like, bro, man, even in these streets, God been too good, man. I'm going to get to his house.
Absolutely.
When people want to be mean in the comments, I'm the ex-drug dealer. I'm the fake pastor. When they want to be mean, not the old me. To try to find your address through IT and AI and come see you. But the new me say, I just want to pray for you because I want you to be happy that you don't have time to leave ugly comments. We live in such an ugly world where everybody just want to leave something ugly to say. So I'm praying that you be so happy, so full of God's joy, that you'll learn to just leave good comments or no comments at all. You know, Grandma said if you ain't got nothing good to say, don't say nothing at all.
Right.
Ladies first, shout out to Rose with this white bottle, Bel Air.
Look,
like that white Rolls Royce he got when he got his deal. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes,
and that's another thing, because you've been around since Rose got his start.
Yes. I remember Black Willow. I remember Ross. I remember
Cheers to Success.
Cheers to
Health
Success,
and Wealth.
Health and Wealth.
Yeah.
I can remember when Ross did have a pen and a pad. I can remember sitting on the back of a truck critiquing and going over things he was writing down and spitting. This is probably 95, 96. And I say, Ross, you like one of the best I ever heard rap out of Miami. And it's something about Ross that you knew he was gonna be big.
But wait, sorry, how did you meet him?
Whoa, we gotta talk about some stuff. Ross was getting money. And I I had some stuff that it took for him to get money. And Ross was the type that flipped his money and saved his money. Then one day I told him, bro, you don't even have to come see me no more, huh? Have this. He took that and went and got on his feet in so many ways, like from the mud, you know, strictly off of 191 and 37. He come from the mud. He didn't have to, the same way I didn't have to, but it was something about the streets that had this attraction on us. The Matchbox for him and All Over for me, you know. And I watched even when he had his first Chevy. You know, he's a Miami 305 Carrot City native. He had his first Chevy.
He really started with a box Chevy.
And he had a Donk too now. Like, it was blue, I remember. And I also remember when he got his job as a correction officer. But nobody knew what we knew. I watch our people talk. Nobody knew what we knew. Ross was not the conforming type. That's why they had to let him go. He had to just get from around that jog. And they were like, bro, we can't conform you. We can't convert you. You still come in to work with swag. You'd rather not write nobody up and take your shirt off and say, boy, I ain't writing you up. You keep disrespecting me. We can go in the back and fight. I got partners who was actually inmates when Ross was an officer. They say, bro, all dude used to do is write rhymes. He didn't give a damn what we were doing in the dorm. And they came home and they couldn't wait to find them. And now these are gangsters. This ain't the what these cats call trolls, you know,
right.
that troll thing. But when I say real gangsters came home looking for him to salute him and thank him for the type he was, because he wasn't that type. He was just a real boss player, somebody that we could talk to, that would talk to. The real ones on the inside. And see, cats so lame, they don't have nobody on the inside. They got to lay down. They ain't got nobody in politics. They got to lay down. See, we don't come from that area. We come from the area of covering every base, because somebody gonna fall and we need them to know they're not alone. We don't care if they're in prison. We don't care if they're in the military. We got people everywhere. Government. But this new era, they ain't even got a friend down the street that they can call on when they get in trouble.
Right.
You know, so I just want to salute Ross, because when he decided to drop that record, Hustling, we sat together. This was after he was signed to Slip and Slide for a while, some things he wasn't happy with. And we sat before he went and played the record for Khaled, and we prayed and we asked God just to forgive us for not being perfect, take things out of our hearts that would get in the way of being blessed, because I was fighting the case. And all I could remember was, he said, turn on the radio in a little while. Khaled is about to play that song. And from that point on,
it was over.
It was over. It was everything that he spoke about as a young man, as a young boss, as an entrepreneur, as a brand builder. Everything was manifested and still being manifested. It's just a blessing to say, I sat there and watched him from the streets. And the one out of all the parts of Ross that I love the most, I love the Teflon Don. That was one of his names. He's impenetrable. You can't break him down. He stand up in the paint. And that's one thing. I saw Willow, I saw Ross, I saw Rose. I saw so many different facets of who he is. But the Teflon Don is the one that is who I'm a real fan of. Boy, don't play with that guy, man.
That's what's up. I'm pretty sure you have so many stories with so many different artists and people that you have worked with. So, but who are some of the artists that you work with and who you're currently working with now?
I'm still side by side with Rico Love. Me and Ball Greasy did a 21-year run, and he's working on his Gold Star thing. I'm working on my Cleanface thing. I thank God for those 21 years, because in between the 21 years with Ball Greasy, God had blessed me with a Bobby Smurda. God blessed me with a Mooski, #1 record. Bobby, #1 record. Plows, #1 records. 3 albums in 16 months. The industry never saw that.
So wait, you managed Plies also?
From 2 mixtapes to his first 3 albums.
Okay.
Zoe Dollars. Thinking about all the hits in the past 30 years that I considered myself, this should be my 31st year.
Wow.
And it's just so many artists. Trina, being there, watching some of the City Girls' first moves, and also seeing JT and Young Miami today reinvent, rebrand. Rico Love, They Don't Know, big record. One of the biggest, most greatest songwriters, Grammy winning, Rico. And if the day you ask me what artists am I working with, I'll probably tell you none. Because I decided to step back from management and say, let's get a bag together. I realized, being at my age, management comes with so much, and the reward isn't great. Being the manager, the reward is great for the record company that's sitting back saying, I'm glad they got a good manager. I could just sit back and make some money while he running around with them. And it's not a reciprocated position from the artist to the managers. The love that you pour out is not what you get back. But if I say, well, I got a bag, he go 100, okay, let me get it. That's the end of it. I get my little money and I'm gone. So I'd rather just make money with talent now instead of being so attached to it. The only way I get back in management now is because there'll be some young, hungry brothers that's hungry for management like I used to. And I go out there and help them get started, and then I fall back and let them just take off and do their own thing. So I'm there to help somebody, but I'm not there to be the manager like I was before.
So one of the moves that I know that you were behind the scenes with recently, how did this whole, what can I say, tour come together? You worked with JT on this tour, and this was when she just recently got out here before City Cinderella. So how did this come together?
So one of my friends said, man, I want to book JT for one date. So I called, and my partner was in the studio with her, and he said, man, somebody came to her and hyped up about they got a tour for her, and it fell off. They wasn't able to come through. And I got word from the street that people really didn't want to give that person their money. So I say, send me the run y'all wanted to do it. Tell me how much you wanted to do it for. So I got the run, and I say, look, I got some partners. I've been doing shows for 30 years for artists. I'm going to call each one of these cities, and I'm going to call some of my partners that got relationships. We're going to take her to some small spots, and I'm going to get her more money than this guy promised her. So, and I'm going to route it like it's a real tour. But it was her vision. She wanted a tour. She wanted to touch her fans. She wanted to do it the way that people used to do it. So the same way people remix samples, she decided to remix success. What was artists doing to be successful? They got that old raggedy tour bus. They got out with them posters and them signers. They had meet and greets. They touched the fans. They took pictures with them. They talked to them. They built chat rooms in this era. And she did that. I just told her, give me a chance to bring your vision to pass. Like, I love the fact that you're the underdog in so many different ways. I love the fact that They looking over you, they looking over the group, they looking over Young Miami, but most of all, I want to see you win. So we went and pieced those plays together, watched the people talk about the small clubs and the small this and
Right.
but those are the people that made her. So since those people supported her from day one, let's go back
It really touched the people.
and touch the people and make sure that I'm there to make sure you have fun and not be aggravated. I didn't have no role as management. I just had a role of, let's get a bag. I want to see you win. And we built a bond in doing that. And I just watched everything that she wanted
Organically just come together.
That's it. And I just use my relationships, my partners, to put that play together. And I just played a pivotal role in making sure her vision came to pass. But she get all the credit for being a she-boss, representing dark-skinned women, and being a visionary for what she really wanted. And wasn't gonna let nothing get in her way.
I think we need a cheers for that, you know.
Cheers for
Cheers,
that.
City Cinderella.
City Cinderella
Out
out right now. Documentary out right now. New singles, new videos on the way. And I love you, JT, whenever you see this, Ma. We're gonna get more bags too.
JT coming.
JT coming.
That's beautiful. And see, that's what I'm saying. That's some of the things behind the scenes that people would not know, you know. But she definitely love her fans, and her fans love her. So we wish her the best, much success to her. So, what other projects do you have that's coming up that you're working on? I know you have clothing, merch. So what's up?
I got something for you.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. Some True Hard. True Hard, man.
Thank you so much.
This is for you. I saw these colors when I went there. True Hard.
Ooh.
Lady.
Yes, that's nice. How you
Okay.
knew purple was my favorite color?
Okay. We're gonna get you more purple.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
that's for you, man. That's real. That's real.
Amazing. I appreciate you so much. And where can they shop with you at?
On Instagram at True Heart, TruHeartCo, at True Heart, man. Every shirt is made by my brother's hand. I'm the mouthpiece. He actually touched this. Every shirt, every item, every pants, every hat is made. We took a major loss buying in bulk, just buying a whole bunch of printed up stuff. So when you order, you say, I want this color, I want this on it, I want
Custom
that on
made.
it. We make everything from scratch, one-on-one, or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, you
Nothing.
you vibing right now. I like that.
Well, I think everybody know my favorite color, green, so I had to bring that on your show, man. Wilameana's world.
Thank you.
I'm in your world.
Yes, you are. And I appreciate your time and for you coming here. Okay, so my last question to you would be, as far as your legacy, when you leave here, what do you want the people to remember you by?
I already wrote that down for my daughter for when God give me my wings to come be with him. It's gonna be the day that I came, the day that I left, and there's gonna be a dash in the middle, and on top, it's gonna be, I tried. Whatever it took, you gonna remember me for just trying to make something bad better, make an ugly situation prettier. I just tried to be a help. I tried to be an asset. I never tried to be a negative in your life. And for your question about what advice I would give somebody, it would be learn what true love is. Don't learn about money. Don't learn about purses and all this other stuff. Learn what the power of love is and want to share that. That is your billionaire asset. Don't worry about the money. Worry about being a vessel of love, a vessel of forgiveness, a vessel of sharing and caring. Learn what love is more than anything else on this planet. And then everything else gonna fall in place. And don't let nobody else stop you from how they treat you a high they being stop you from being a loving, caring, and sharing person, man. Put love first. And from what they told me, God is love.
That's what's up. Well, thank you so much for coming by. And just real quick, can you tell them where they can follow you at?
You can follow me at Cleanface_management, man. Please DM me, share with me, check in with me. And if you got a young male that needs somebody to talk to him, because my voice really don't get to my boys. I get my partners for my boys. But if you got a young male out there that's falling behind, make sure you hit me at Cleanface_management. And if you have a little girl, I have people that can help you. It wouldn't be me personally. But God bless you. I love you.
Yes, yes. And you know what? I just want to say thank you so much. And I want to give you your flowers for just really being real, really being stand up. Somebody that, you know, through the years, you always brought people through my show. If I asked you to be a judge for something, anything, like I could always call on you. And I just want to cheers you again and give your flowers for keeping your face clean.
I'd be wrong if I wouldn't give you yours, because I told you I'm here because when I think about Miami, I think about the Wilameana's world. You done became part of the landscape. You could have just gave up, and I know you had trying times in your life that you did not give up, but you still in the game. And when I met you, you was professional. When I met you, you had a vision. And when I met you, you had passion. And that's why I'm here, to feed your passion and to let you know we need you. Don't give up, man. It's a gift in you. Don't give up on that gift, man. Keep working it and watch how God multiply it, and everything gonna be all right. Man, y'all make sure y'all stay tuned in to Wilameana's World. They told me I'm episode 11. Oh, that's my favorite number. 11, y'all. 7-11.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers. Bless up. Bless
Wilameana's
up.
World.
Yes. Thank you. Shout out to Official Bel Air. Shout out to H2 Creative Concepts. Thank you, Nia. Thank you, Robbie Joe. Thank you, All Like Minds Media. Sheba Billionaire. And make sure you follow me at Empress Raw. Comment, like, subscribe. Wilameana's World. Yeah.